Human beings do not only live their lives, they also represent them. Identity is not purely internal. It is shaped not only by who we are, but by how we are perceived. We do not simply exist as ourselves. We become readable to others through language, behavior, appearance, and symbols. This is not new. Humans are social creatures after all, and signaling has always been part of social life. What has changed is the scale of it. Modern life increasingly externalizes identity. Social environments, especially digital ones, encourage constant self-presentation. Experiences are no longer only lived, they are framed, curated, and shaped with visibility in mind. Moments become partially public before they are even complete. In this way, identity begins to drift outward. The self is no longer formed only through reflection and private experience, but through recognition, feedback, and external response. Yet, there remains another process: internal formation. This is the quieter domain of memory, discipline, reflection, and unobserved experience. It is where values are tested without audience, and where identity is built without the need for visibility. A person can live quietly and still possess a strong sense of self. Conversely, a person can be highly visible and still lack internal coherence. Visibility and depth are not the same thing. The tension arises when external validation begins to replace internal grounding. Expression becomes substitution. The question shifts from who am I to how am I perceived. Identity risks becoming something maintained through reflection rather than coherence. This mirrors a broader philosophical issue: the difference between essence and symbols. Humans attach meaning to objects, actions, and appearances until the symbolic layer begins to overshadow the thing itself. The symbol is not false, but it is constructed rather than intrinsic. The danger is not signaling itself. Humans will always seek recognition, belonging, and acknowledgement. The real question is, what happens when visibility becomes the dominant force in shaping identity? At what point does being seen begin to replace simply being? And what remains of the self when external reflection becomes its primary source of confirmation?